Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming all the delegates on behalf of the conference organizing committee. Ladies and gentlemen,
India and Bangladesh, participants from various institutions of Nepal, ladies and gentlemen, we, at South Asia nation states, has been aspiring to eradicate poverty and achieve prosperity. In this process, we know that India and Bangladesh especially has made good progress in terms of reducing poverty as well as having a sustainable economic growth. This is also true with Nepal, that Nepal has been able to at least reduce number of people below poverty line to its half in last decade. Yet, it's also very true that poverty will remain, is a very important and central issue of the public policy of all of these nations in South Asia, and will remain pretty much true for years to come in future. However, it's not sufficient to have a prosperity or economic growth. Each of the benefits that brings in from economic growth also needs to be distributed to all the people, the population in the country, all sections of gender, you name it, regionality, race, caste, creed, all sections to be distributed. But we also know in our South Asian countries, we have and still perpetuating a very much hierarchical, exclusionary social and political arrangements that actually bars the equal distribution of benefits to all people, resulting inequality and injustice in the society. Each of us in this South Asia and the nation states works very much hard achieving prosperity while also creating just and fair society where everyone's voice and choice is represented in the public policy. The public policy is represented, it's implementable, and it's accountable to people. That's what our desires is and are. However, we know also that in our countries, the public policy has not become fully public. That is, the public interest that needs to be in the heart of public policy has not been quite so. And this challenge is going to be a big one for each of our countries to make sure that they address issues of poverty and inequality, to make sure this society is just and prosperous. In this backdrop, the Conference on Public Policy and Governance in South Asia towards Prosperity and Justice is both timely and relevant for all of us. We at NITI Foundation are working towards making sure that public policy is public, that public interest remains at the heart of public policy making towards creating prosperous and just society in Nepal. After the promulgation of Constitution in 2015, that has provided us a great opportunity to make that happen. Two main issues. One, that we had restructured the political state structure, governance specifically, making it federal, making sure that each of the governments, especially local governments, are at the doorstep of each individual's household in Nepal. It's also true that with the election, the representation has happened. Political leaders are now mandated and authorized, have authority also to make their own policies and laws to make sure they address people at large, and specifically the issue of poverty and inequality. For the first time, it's also true in Nepal that the citizen and state's relationship has transformed from being very much ruler and subject, the whole idea of king and subjects relationship, towards citizen of nation state. For the first time, that the citizens are become sovereign now. I think, and we believe, that the political commitment to make sure that prosperity and social justice that is defined in Constitution is for the people, and making citizens sovereign will not remain rhetoric. We let us make sure that it becomes reality. And I know and I believe that the discussions in this conference will provide some insights and innovations to make public policy more public, making sure that our societies are just and prosperous. Thank you very much.